These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with mountain goats. So, Iraq currently has two main ongoing critical sagas now taking place. The first is the elections and forming the new government. I want everyone to remember that months ago the CBI told us the initiative to complete the currency changeover and thus later the reinstatement was approved, just waiting for the president to be announced and then the rest of the political process to form the government to follow. The second is getting the 2022 budget. All right, Pimpy says this is great news, of course. Article, quote, Iraq's oil gas production to increase by 17 billion in coming years, unquote. Pimpy says that's more money to Iraq, more money to the government to build more of the private sector, to get them less reliant on oil to fund their budgets. Give them a secured economy, strengthening up the dinar. First, they got to straighten up the government. Right, God lover community comment article statements give the support to the new food bill being presented. And one second here. Lost my spot. I'm so sorry. And we all know the budget law 2022 will be required at some point. The food and security law and 2022 budget are two separate animals in my opinion. Many articles have made it clear that the food security law is an emergency law, something I personally don't think is a positive indication as far as 2022 budget being passed anytime soon. The idea for this FSL was intended to be used until the budget law is passed. This would indicate that they expect a slow process to seating a new or old government and then working to send and pass the 22 budget. Also keep in mind that the FSL law is funded off surplus, etc. from previous year budget, the same budget they are using month to month. All right, Mark Z via PDK, we're supposed to have a second reading of the food security law at some point today. I do not have any results yet or whether they have scheduled a third reading yet. I'm still being told by my contacts inside Iraq that this is one of the key pieces we need to get a new rate. Hopefully we'll get that news at any moment. Militiaman article, quote, Black Shark to the Security Council. Popular discontent in Iraq may get out of control at any moment. A scathing report from the UN. The business side of things to go international are ready and in place. The urgency to get the state in order and to press for political will to overcome differences is the focus now. The country is well outside their constitutional boundaries politically now, in my opinion. The UN knows it, we know it, the citizens know it, and are even in the streets wanting exactly what the UN stated tonight. The sharing of the wealth with the citizens is a minimum, in my opinion. The pressure now has to be very heavy on those that are not supporting Sadr. Those that may be close to losing immunity have to read the UN report to mean exactly what the world expects. Justice. Get the systems live now and allow the system to work for the citizens, the region, and the world at large. Let's see if the powers that be have jump-started the process with the use of the call for urgency. All right, Caparoni says more than likely Iraq will do what they have been proposing and educating the citizens on, which is a neutral event LOP. The other alternative is slow growth or appreciation as the economy grows. A gradual appreciation over time would also allow the central bank to manage the currency in circulation, reduce it as it appreciates in value. Some say published news about deleting 3 zeros in Iraq is some magical riches event. It is not. It's a new currency change and a neutral event LOP. We have to hope the Iraqi government continues to table such an idea and build a private sector economy allowing the currency to appreciate over time. A much better solution. All right, Mark Z via PDK. I heard the rate is $6 or greater. It could be. A lot of people talk about the amount of currency in circulation. They have removed 40 to 50 trillion dinar from circulation over the last 9 months. Question, why did they remove so much dinar from circulation? Mark Z says mostly it was a cleaning up corruption. They have now thinned the number of dinar in circulation so they can justify a higher rate. And lastly, we have Bruce via Wiser Now. I think any day this week is going to be an important day for us, one way or another, and it may be that thing happens before Friday for us, it's hard to get confirmation. There's a new higher level of a gag order, and they have tightened up their NDAs for employees of the banks as well. I feel like we are moving in the direction. Let's see what happens in the next few days.